What we should do before each of these videos, you should tell a really funny joke, and then we can be like, and then she said this to him. And,
we're on, Dave. We're on.
Yeah, they're recording. Yeah, it's like we should maybe do that lives as well. Do that as a live. Just start telling a joke about something, and they come in halfway through, and it leads to a kind of a closing of a loop when we didn't open it, and they're like, "What's going on?"
So Dave decided we'd kill time at the start of videos by having a laugh rather than doing any of the usual spammy stuff that you see from marketers. So my name's Rich Waterman, and I'm a coach, mentor, and a speaker. I created something called Be the Difference Today, which is my thing, because we're going to talk about what is your thing today. And my thing was Be the Difference Today, which was a result of something that happened in 2014. But you'd have to go and find out, because that's not what this video is about. I run a mastermind called Be the Difference Today in business, which basically means like being you, being of service, being extraordinary. And we call ourselves the Bizzers because the title's too long. That's fine. And one of the members of that group is the amazing Dave James. He wasn't available, so we got another Dave James in instead.
It's a Dave James. Dave James lookalike. I'm actually going to play Dave James in the film of his life.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. You're really good, actually, because you do look quite like him.
Yeah, it's not bad. Unfortunately, I'm a lot shorter than him, so I'm actually on a box.
So I'm going to fire 3 questions at you so you can talk rather than me, which is, so a quick intro about who you are. And I want to know who you are, but I also then want you to talk about who you really are and what you stand for. Because like in business, what I like to talk about is a stick of rock. Like if you chop someone into multiple segments, which actually unfortunately I'm not allowed to do because apparently there's some legal stuff around that. If you cut me through, you'd see the importance of service, you'd see important authenticity, honesty, transparency, legacy, impact. That's what I stand for, right? Being real. And actually a lot of things quite similar in Dave, funny enough. But like, I'd love you to talk about who you are, normal intro, who you really are, and what do you stand for, so people get an idea of the real. Can the real Dave James stand up? Please stand up.
like Slim Shady, but more British.
You are like Slim Dave James, I suppose, really.
Slim Dave. Well, I will be once the post-lockdown weight's gone. Get rid of about 8 kilos, and I'll definitely be the Slim Dave James.
So any great interviewer would fire 1 question at you and then nod deeply. I've just fired 3. So
yeah,
you can take from that what you will.
Start. So I'm Dave. I'm a coach, a speaker, and a mentor. And I suppose essentially I work with people who are looking to bring their own personality into everything they do. People who go home at the end of their work day, whether it's their own business or whether it's working for someone else, and just think, I didn't get the chance to be myself today. And I want to feel more of that. And they're hiding and they're agreeable and they're just not being themselves. And I kind of know that because that's where I've been in the past myself. I work a lot with healthcare business owners, but really all of that, because of my background being in healthcare, but all of that stuff can work for any individual, any business owner, which is it's the opposite of saying that I have this niche and it's kind of me doing I can work with absolutely everyone stuff, which is never a good idea. But you'll know watching this video whether you want to have a conversation with me. In terms of what I stand for, we did some work around acronyms on this, didn't we?
Yes.
It was really interesting when we did the stand, what do you stand for, the stick of rock cut down the middle, what's going through the whole thing. A lot of this is very, very similar to my values and the work I've done on my values before. And there's 4 of those. There's love, learning, freedom, and fun. And they've been very powerful values. They've been values which when I've put them on and used them in my interactions with the world or how I've assessed the world, they've been amazing. But it looks at the stuff that I stand for, and it came up with the acronym FLUF. So essentially I'm a fluffer, and make of that was what you will. But yeah, at least if coaching fails, I'll have a job in some industry somewhere. But it was so FLUF, so it's not the proper version of fluff. I mean, you actually isn't a word beginning with you, but you'll get it in a moment. But yeah. Freedom, huge thing. Freedom to choose, freedom to think, freedom to behave in a way that you want to behave. Obviously within the confines of the law, but whether that's kind of freedom to say what you're thinking or whether it's actually freedom from your thoughts, And the stuff which I've been doing recently around mindfulness and Buddhism and meditation has been beautiful in that there's a freedom in being in the moment. That's just immense. That freedom is just really powerful. Lightness, lightness, just this lightness of being, this humor which comes with it, just this ability just to be able to look at any situation and go, that's cool. I can deal with this. There's almost like it's kind of floating above not the problems, but just floating above things. You can feel it, you can touch it, but it doesn't bog you down. And there's this smoothness of movement. So lightness is a big one. The you bit is being you. That's why
clever.
I know it wasn't bad, because otherwise it would be FLUF, and that just wouldn't work. So being you, it's I've said before that you have to be yourself because everyone else is taken, but it's that flexibility, it's that invitation to say, what is it which lights up my life? What is it which lights up your life? What is it which actually makes you different to everyone else? And then switching that on and turning it up to a Spinal Tap 11 or a Linda 11. And then fun. Fine left is fun. I can think of so many instances where I haven't been having fun. These videos are fun. I love these videos. They're great fun. Everything for me has to have some element of fun to it. Yeah. And having worked in places, I worked in A&E, which was fun, but it was also very dark at times, and you have to have that fun element to balance that out. And life can be a bit crappy and a bit sad at times, so you want to have some fun with it. And I've left businesses, I've left industries, I sold my business because I wasn't truly having fun, and it's a really, really powerful thing for me. And I want people to have that same feeling. So there you go. I'm a fluffer.
You're a fluffer extraordinaire. So you see, that remember what it is that I can remember that from your acronym. So if I'm recapping on your behalf there, so there's what's landed for me. So the first one is freedom, there for freedom. And I love the idea of freedom of thought. Is like, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? And like, well, how do I want to interact with this situation? And yes, there is a certain amount of life freedom in terms of having flexibility about how you live your life and how tied you are to your work and how you want to interact with your work. I love that freedom element. I adore lightness. So I always sort of use my surname Waterman, like about the flow-based stuff, and that's what I was hearing when you talk about this lightness. It's this ease, like you don't have to do stuff.
It's flow.
Oh, come in, another fluff. Look at me fluff at the end. Another flow.
I think I'm probably going to change the acronym anyway and add another F on and change stuff, because this evolves. It's lightness can be flow, it can be fun, it can be freedom. Lightness is a beautiful word,
and it's wonderful. And I love they all to sort of tie together as well. Sort of the freedom, the lightness, the being you, and like that. For me, I always talk about friction a lot. I'm going to go talk about fluffing again. We're reducing friction in life, just like just being you. So actually, do you know what? There's less things to be stressed about because you're just expressing yourself. And I think all these elements are so important. It's just like fundamentally, what's your experience of life? What do you want your experience of life to be? Whichever aspect of fluff we can. I'm going to lose myself in the acronym now, but. The fun bit is like, I remember when I went to my first ever big Tony Robbins event, Date with Destiny in America, and it was like we had to work out what our values are. In other words, what emotions are most important to us. And I was like, is it love, contribution, blah, blah. And I went, no, it's not. It's fun. Fun actually went right to the top. And the start of my statement was, my Rich Waterman, the purpose of my life is to have fun. And that it comes through. It comes through because I see jokes and everything you do as well. That's why we have such a laugh in the mastermind. Is like, you know what? Apart from the wonderful time that we get to spend with loved ones, friends and family in the evenings and weekends and holidays and stuff, most of your time in adult life is spent doing, I'm doing your air quotes thing now, work.
So they're addictive, aren't they?
Yeah, it's doing work. And it's like, you better make sure you enjoy that bit of it. And then you're brilliant at that. You're brilliant at for those, it's not for everyone, because there's a lot of people that like to be given the model and the structure and fit into it and just get their heads down and just do it. And that they're not your clients. It's the ones that go, I don't want to do that, or I am doing that. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be me. I want to play my game. I don't want to be the racehorse strapped to the cart. I want to run free and express myself. And you're amazing at that. So, of course, now I've got to ask the question is, if someone's watching this and they've identified them as your sort of fluffer,
that's a whole new coaching industry just there, isn't it?
If you want to have a fluff session with Dave, where he won't charge you for that session either.
the first fluff's on me.
First fluff's on Dave. Right, how are people booking in that fluff?
How are they going to book? Via my website, Dave the Fluffer. No, it's
you can actually look at this website in your office.
Someone's going to go to that website, aren't they? I'm going to have to get the URL now. davethefluffer.co.uk. Oh my God, what have we started? So, davethecoach.co.uk. Find me on the website, or hello@davethecoach.co.uk. That's the email bit. Brilliant. Or apply on Facebook. Dave James on Facebook. You'll find my personal profile, which is not for the faint of heart, and my business profile, which is a little bit more kind of businessy, to do the air quotes. I also hang around on Instagram. I am Dave James. And I do a bit of Twitter, which is I am Dave James as well. I probably should mention LinkedIn as well. I do go on LinkedIn occasionally as well. I always forget LinkedIn. Don't know why. It's maybe it doesn't feel like it's as fun a place, but there you go. So yeah, come and find me. You want to have a chat? Come and find me, and we can fluff together.
Oh my Lord. We have to make sure which countries we put this video out in now, so we don't break various laws.
Good job I'm not wearing thongs then. Oh, that'd just be.
Exactly. All right, buddy. Thank you so much for your time today. I've enjoyed that very much. All right, mate. Cheers. Bye for now.
Bye.